enjoyed the show tonight? This afternoon, actually. I have a few things I'd like to share with you. One of the things I'd like to share, which makes me really feel rather sad, I want you to know how hard this group has had to work. This was a very challenging show. We still have 6 of our members and performers at their winter residence, okay, or their summer residence. And we also have 4 people who have developed physical situations that they could not perform in the show the last couple of months. And the worst was we had 4 of our dear members pass away this year. And thank God, none of them were from the virus, but you can readily see that's a lot of people. So to do the show, I had to ask these people to step up, replace people, do more. And you know, as you get older, to remember all of this is just phenomenal. And instead of their having to do 2 dances, oh no, they had to do 3 or 4. Instead of doing 2 songs, no, come on, you've got to replace so-and-so, and so forth. So I really have to say, this is the most wonderful, dedicated group that you would ever want. And I wish you'd give them a big hand because I'm even myself, I stepped in for somebody, but then of course Clint talked me into it anyhow. I never thought I would be performing after 50 years off the stage at the age of 87. And here I am. For me to do that, I had to convince myself. Okay, then I would also like to say, Miss Bunny Carmen is our keyboard player. Marty Pierce, our drummer. You know, people see what's on stage, the scenery, performers. They never give a thought to people behind the scenes. And let me tell you, you could not put on a show, certainly not without music, and you certainly couldn't put on a show without sound. And I would love to acknowledge Kim and Bill over there. There again, it was a challenge. Kim flew back into town, and those 2 gentlemen had 2 days to completely rewire and set up a whole new sound system. That's pretty spectacular. And then of course, we have wonderful people who so graciously offer to sell tickets at the door, do the lottery, help with a million and one things. You can't do a show without people like this, let me tell you. And so, I wish you would look at the back of your program and see some of your neighbors and friends who have worked very hard to help us be successful. Then I found, the very last, but not least, you know, a show is wonderful if you've got an audience. If you don't have an audience, no, you don't have a show, okay? And some of you people have donated tuxedos, gowns. You've been so generous to the theater club, and I want you to know how much we appreciate it. It means the world to us. And as you know, charity. We have the St. Pete College Scholarship Fund for theatrical arts. And this year we're also going to give a donation to the Five Towns Library. So, what I wanted to say is some of the most important people in the show are the people out there, our audience. So would you please give yourself a big hand, and I want to thank you. And that will conclude our show for this evening. I'm going to have the cast come down on the stage, from the stage onto the floor. They will have their masks on. And if you'd like to come up and talk to them, I'm sure they would love to hear your comments. And not last but not least, don't forget, there's a Christmas show coming. So we hope to see you all then. Thank you so very much.
From all of us to you, our wonderful creative leader. Thank you.
And every single one of you that support our theater club. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Good night.